Harrington, Ward, Klepper, and Petz for the Lady Eagles. Meyer, Rios, Fisher, Doran, and Nelson for John.
Being down here all summer and the football and all the stuff for these guys. This Tara Nelson girl, she's going to be a pretty tough for us to stop. There's no doubt about that.
Well, she's got some power on the inside. Definitely, watching them warm up today, St. John appeared to have a little bit more quickness than the Lady Eagles. But then again, we've been sporadically surprising.
That's true. Well, one thing I will say, though, about this bunch over here at St. John, they live in this gym. Whether it's volleyball or whether it's basketball, they're down here all the time. It's amazing.
Okay, jumping as center, it will be Tara Nelson for the Lady Tigers and Madison Ward for.
They've had a lot of competitions together. There you go, Madison, got the tip.
Tip controlled by Ward, gets it to Lauren Petz. Petz across midcourt, goes left side. Ball stolen over there by Meyer. And there's going to be a scrum underneath the near basket.
Well, a lot of energy going on already, Doug.
Boy. The first turnover goes to St. John. And by the way, that opening tip-off was brought to you by Amber Petz and Jensen Insurance.
There you go. Glad you got that right.
Inbound in the bracket or in the paint. Bree Meyer puts it in 4-2. So that's a 2-0 score now.
Yep.
With St. John in lead.
Bree's just a sophomore for St. John.
Eagles were inbounding the pass. Panning and Harrington. Coach Cherry called an immediate timeout. He's going to keep it right there. And that's a good opportunity to let you know that National Billing is your accounts receivable financing and processing company. And they are a proud sponsor of the Ellenwood Eagle, as is OPI, Office Products Incorporated, for all of your office needs with stores in Great Bend, Larned, and Russell. And Canope Auto Parts and Repair, providing complete auto tune-up and repair in Ellenwood, Kansas. They also offer a complete line of parts for agricultural, automotive, and oil field use. Calendar ASE certified mechanics for quality service every time. Some of our Eagles sports sponsors. Eagles inbound, St. John Lady Tigers in a full court press. Panning, looking for an opening,
They're being smothered right now.
Gets it into Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy caught in the backcourt. She'll be double teamed. Pulls up her dribble. Gets it to Klepper. Klepper goes left side. Now she's double teamed there. Goes down to a knee. Ball stolen by St. John. They try to get the pass inside. Caitlin Panning dribbles it away. Falls down. Now more bodies on the ground. The ball's still on the ground. And Tori Fisher coming away with it.
Well, Doug, speaking of football, that seemed like a football game right there.
Grief. Bree Meyer with the ball. She gets it back out to Rios. Rios into the paint. Gets it outside to number 11, Fisher. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Ward, gets it to Panning. Panning passes ahead to Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy can't catch up with it before the end, out of bounds.
Yeah.
And that'll be St. John's ball. My goodness, Michael.
Unfortunately, at the beginning of this game, we can't even get into a point where we can get an offense going. Unfortunately, we did finally get across the midcourt, but then we threw it out of bounds.
Tori Fisher gets the ball to Meyer, back to Fisher. Fisher pulls up her dribble, far side to Meyer, near the baseline. She's going to bring it out to the left side, or the right side now. Now comes out to the top. Meyer gets it over to Fisher, back to Meyer. She's going to take it out top very slowly.
Looks like we're kind of in a very lethargic 2-3 zone here.
To Fisher. Fisher goes baseline.
There we go.
Meyer pulls it up, now to Nelson, now near side to Fisher. Fisher goes baseline, now back out to Nelson. She puts it up for two, and it's in. So Tara Nelson with 2 points. That makes it a 4-0 lead here for St. John. Petz with the ball, lead pass to Maddie Ward. Maddie's going to drive, put up the left-hand shot.
Maddie put it in. Oh, good job, Maddie.
Good lead there from Petz to Ward. Ball on the ground. The Eagles fight for it, and it's going to be a jump ball this time. It's in the favor of the Lady Eagles. Boy, we have had some scrums on the floor.
Yes, we have. There's no doubt. Everybody's getting on the floor. I think that's a good thing.
Panning to inbounds. Looking for help, looking for help. He's going to have to find something in a
trouble.
hurry.
We're in trouble. That
time's going to expire, and it does.
Doggone it.
So 5 seconds called on the Lady Eagles.
Well, the thing I noticed there, Doug, we're not setting any screens. Somebody open. We need to set those, try to get somebody open.
Fisher gets the ball inbounds to Doran. She puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Klepper. She's stripped of the ball. And now Meyer has it again. Meyer comes near side to Rios. Rios goes down the baseline to Doran. Doran's going to dribble, and
got a foul.
we're going to have a foul called on Kennedy Harrington. So Kennedy gets her first foul, be a little blocking foul. St. John to inbounds. Tara Nelson gets it into Fisher. She goes cross court to Meyer. She'll put up a three off the back of the rim. No good. Harrington had a great block out, but ended up taking herself out of the play.
You got to be able to go after the basketball when it comes to you.
So it'll be out of bounds to St. John. Inbound pass stolen by Caitlin Panning. Caitlin pulls up before midcourt. She's going to be called for a travel.
I'm not sure what's going on with Kennedy Harrington right now. I'm going to tell you right now, she looks like, I don't know if she's struggling with a little sickness, because I'm telling you, she seems a little out of it.
Inbound play to St. John. Bree Meyer with the ball. She comes near side to Rios. Rios goes baseline to Doran. Now out top to Meyer. Now inside to Nelson. Nelson kicks it back out to Fisher. Drives right side. Now out top to Meyer. Meyer goes far side to Fisher. She's going to put up a number 3.
Oh, mercy.
And that's good. Eagles with the inbound. Panning to Klepper. Now back to Panning. Caitlin's going to fake right, go left, gets it across midcourt, pulls up.
Oh, lucky we didn't get away. We got away with the travel.
Tries to get the ball to Klepper, and it's knocked out of bounds by St. John. Back in. Klepper with the ball.
Their pressure is really putting us to the test.
Klepper's far side. Lauren Petz puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound by Rios. Rios across midcourt, goes into the lane. Now she'll pull back up. Gets it out top to Meyer. Meyer inside to Nelson. She'll pivot, turn, puts up a shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. And Doran comes down with it. She'll be fouled on the way up. This one will be on, they're going to call that on Maddie Ward.
Maddie Ward. Well, we don't need Maddie Ward in trouble with this.
So Maddie Ward gets called for the foul, and coming to the line will be number 21, Paige Doran. Doran gets set for, and it's no good on the front of the rim.
That one.
Checking in for the Eagles is number 1, Anna Mendez.
There you go.
And checking in for St. John, I missed her number.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Erin Chrisman.
Erin Chrisman.
So Doran gets ready for her second shot. This one up, and it's good. So she's on the board with 1. 8-2 now. St. John lead. Panning having trouble getting the ball in. Gets it to Ward. Maddie in the far corner. Tries to get it back to Caitlin. Does. Caitlin is getting jammed up there. And she is going to be fouled by,
I think it was on number 21.
21?
Yep.
Fouled by 21, Paige Doran.
Tell you what, Doug, the pressure that St. John is putting on us is really causing some serious problems.
That is her first. Caitlin Panning to inbounds. Gets it to Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy tries to fight the double team. Gets it around the right side here. Pulls up in the backcourt. Has to find some help. Finally gets it to Klepper. Klepper cross midcourt to Caitlin Panning. Caitlin drives middle. Free throw line. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Kennedy Harrington. That's going to be a jump ball called. And that'll go to St. John.
Yeah.
You know, there was a question asked on Twitter is why they call it a jump ball when there hasn't been one for years. And my answer to that is because it's easier to understand.
Well, that's maybe a good way to look at it.
Nelson with the ball, gets it ahead to Meyer. Now to Doran. She's going to drive, puts one off the bank, and it's in for 2.
Doran, it's a nice move by Doran.
Paige Doran now with 3 points. Eagles trying to inbounds, knocked out of bounds by Fisher, and it'll be the Lady Eagles ball. Boy, Mike, you said it. The pressure is amazing what they're putting on the Lady Eagle.
Well, the last 2 opportunities we actually had the chance to put the ball up, we just hysterically put it up in the air.
Checking in is Maestas. She goes in for Kennedy Harrington. Their speed inbound pass there, knocked out of bounds by Fisher. Now we've got another substitution here for St. John. Bree Meyer comes back. Paige Doran will exit. Caitlin Panning to inbounds, needs help, finally gets it ahead to Mendez. Mendez drives length of the court, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled by number 33, Tara Nelson. Mendez got that ball, took off like a rocket.
She did. I was hoping she was going to get a chance getting that ball, but she just a little bit short and couldn't quite get it up over the Nelson girl. But she did get fouled.
First shot by Mendez is up, and
she got
it's good. So Mendez on the board. She gets her first. Second shot by Mendez, rolls around, it's no good. Well, I don't know what's happening here, but we're having the action so quickly I can't keep a hold of my Skype here. Apparently we've been off the air left and right. Not sure why the internet is not holding on. St. John has the ball, leads 10-3.
Got a travel on St. John.
Travel by the Lady Tigers. Rios called for the travel. Eagles with the ball in the backcourt. Again, we apologize. Our internet has been clicking on and off. We hadn't had any trouble. Oh, wow, what a great screen set up
that was a great
by
screen.
Mendez, and she gets absolutely rocked as Tori Fisher takes her out.
They call that an illegal screen?
Oh, my goodness.
You got to be joking me.
Oh, my God. Is this Jeff Triplett with the Chiefs game?
It's pretty crazy.
So Mendez gets called with a foul. Wow.
I thought it was going to be a charge.
I did too, because that was a great screen. Meyer inbound, drives.
They called that on Maddie, but Maddie got all ball.
Maddie Ward gets all ball, but she gets called for a foul. And let's see what happens here. And shooting at the line will be number 11. Is that Tori Fisher at the line?
Yep, that's who that is.
First shot up by Fisher is in and out, no good. And this one up and good. So Tori Fisher scores. She now has 4 points.
Yep,
St. John leads 11-3 with 2:46 left to go in the first quarter.
Good news is we got it past the half court, but then we just traveled, for crying out loud. I'll tell you, one of the things that's been really rough on us this year is our turnovers are killing us. No doubt about that.
Checking in for the Lady Eagles is number 30, Rebecca Henderson. Kennedy Harrington, Lauren Petz. Checking out is Panning, Klepper, and Ward. Again, we apologize for being off the air. For some reason, our internet keeps popping on and off, so we'll try to keep a better idea of that. St. John with the ball. We've got a big.
Did they call that on Kennedy?
Bump inside. Kennedy Harrington
maybe
will be called for her second foul. Yeah. So Harrington has 2. Ward has 2. And that's not good for the Lady Eagles.
No, it's not.
St. John to inbounds. Tried to get it inside, but Mendez steps in the passing lane and knocks it out of bounds. Madison Ward checks back in. Kennedy Harrington checks back out. Maddie's going to have to play pretty gingerly here with 2 fouls.
Yeah, we know that can change in a hurry.
Fisher tries to get it inbound. Gets it inside to Nelson. She tries to pass underneath. Ball stolen.
That was good defense on Maddie, though. She really held her ground and made her adjust her shot to where she could make it.
Lauren Petz with the ball right side. Gets it to Maestas. Maestas goes underneath the Maddie Ward, and she's going to be called with the travel.
Just never did get her pivot foot set, and those things happen, unfortunately. We're just out of sorts here, Doug.
A little bit of frustration setting in for the Lady Eagle. Meyer with the ball. She comes across midcourt, gets it over to Fisher. Fisher back to Meyer. She puts up another 3 off the rim, no good. Maestas comes down with the rebound. She's going to be fouled almost immediately by, I believe, number 5, and that is. So Chrisman with her first foul. And it'll be the Lady Eagles ball under the new basket. Checking back in for St. John is Rios. Checking out is Meyer. Full court pressure here by the Lady Tigers. Inbound pass knocked away, stolen. We're going to have a foul called on number 11. Tori Fisher. And she'll do it again. Henderson with the ball. Eagles try to make a break. Nobody open. Now they try to get it in again. Ball stolen.
Knocked it out of bounds.
By Tori Fisher. Knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of the St. John Tigers. So Meyer will come back in, and Tori Fisher will go back out.
It sure would be nice to see us get across the half-court line pretty clean. We haven't been able to do that the whole game.
Eagles inbound. Get it into.
Almost another travel.
To Maestas. As she gets it back to Henderson.
Another turnover.
Gets the ball stolen in the backcourt.
She missed that layup.
No good. Fight for the rebound. Back into the hands of Maestas. Masis goes underneath to Madison Ward. Maddie fouled on the way. That'll be on Bree Meyer. That's a no-brainer. And Madison Ward will go to the line to shoot 2. Good grief, we can hardly keep up.
It's a little crazy.
With how many transitions there are here. Maddie has 2 in the ball game. Her first shot up and good. So that's 3 now for Maddie Ward. Checking back in is Caitlin Panning. Checking back out is Rebecca Henderson. And now Maddie Ward gets set for her second shot. This one up, and it's also good. So Maddie now with 4, the Ellenwood Eagles with 5. Meyer in the backcourt. She'll get the lead pass. Now down to Rios. Rios gets it off to Nelson. She'll drive, puts it up for 2. Tara Nelson now with 4 points. And another travel in the backcourt here by the Lady Eagle.
I haven't kept track of the turnovers, but they've been significant in this first quarter.
Tori Fisher checks back in for St. John. Tara Nelson checks back out. Meyer gets it inside to Fisher. Ball knocked away. Stolen by
jump ball.
Maestas. And
go to the Eagles.
Jump ball. It's going to go to the Eagles. So change of possession here now goes the Ellenwood Lady Eagles again. Inbound pass. Panning gets it into
that's another travel.
Pets, and we're going to have another travel. Well, once we get the ball in, we appear to come up with a travel or a turnover or whatever.
Right.
But otherwise, we have trouble getting the ball in.
We're having a difficult time in all phases of the game right now, Doug.
Meyer gets the ball to Fisher. Fisher goes inside. Shot put up randomly. Knocked away into the hands of Rios. She's going to drive. She puts it up, no good. Rebound, Madison Ward.
Should have been fouled
and
there.
She's going to be fouled either by Doran or by Rios. That's going to be on Rios, I believe.
Yep.
That is her first foul. Checking out for St. John is Doran. Checking back in is Nelson. Inbound pass knocked away into the hands of Maddie Ward. Maddie gets it to Caitlin Panning. She's going to drive, and she'll be fouled on the way. And I believe that's on Rios again. It is.
It is on Rios, okay.
Jackie Rios picks up her second. That is the 7th team foul. That means Caitlin Panning's going to get to go in for a 1-and-1. Checking in for St. John, number 12, Leslie Ramirez. Checking out is Jackie Rios. So a 1-and-1 here for Caitlin Panning. First shot up by Caitlin, a little push over the rim, and it's good.
Good for Caitlin.
So Panning with her first points. That makes it 13-6 now, St. John.
You know, despite all the turnovers we've seen, you know, we could be behind by a lot more, and we're not.
Oh, definitely. Rebound off into the hands of Nelson. Nelson now brings it out to the top. Now goes back to the left. She's going to drive. Gets it to Nelson, out top to Meyer. Meyer comes far side to Nelson. She's going to drive baseline inside to Fisher. Ball taken away by Mendez. Mendez goes left side. Ball soft away, and she's going to get called for a travel.
You get a turnover, you get down the court, you get in a position to make a play, and you turn the ball over. It's just it's getting so redundant, Doug. This has got to make some changes.
Timeout called here by St. John. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. That gives us a chance to let you know that Jensen Insurance, a large or small your project, if you're the right truck for the job, their delivery trucks are available in a flash. And the Eagles need a flash of offense here as they are struggling to get the ball in and down court. Nelson inbounds to Meyer here for St. John. Meyer walks it across midcourt. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Now back to Meyer. She'll go far side. Ball knocked away by Caitlin Panning. That's going to stop the clock with 15 seconds on the clock. First quarter action. Bree Meyer, far side. She'll inbound. Gets the help she needs it. Gets it inside to Fisher. Fisher goes inside to Nelson. Shot blocked by Maestas. And St. John gets it. Now far side Meyer. She's going to drive inside to Nelson. Nelson's going to drive.
Did they call that foul on?
Maddie Ward had all ball. Oh, we're going to have
13.
A call on number 13. So that'll be on Maestas.
Yep.
Well, that's a good thing.
That's the first.
Good. 3.3 ticks left on the clock in the first quarter here. Second shot by Nelson. High arch. No good. Rebound Ward. She gets it to Maestas.
That'll be the quarter,
Maestas back to Maddie Ward, and that's going to do it. at the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first, it is St. John 13, Ellenwood 6. You listen to Eagle Basketball 107.9. Back here after the 60-second timeout. Welcome back to St. John, Kansas. This is the Lady Eagle inbounds here in the second quarter.
Mercy
and of course,
sakes.
the in pass brought to you by Amber Pets at Jensen Insurance, and it was stolen by St. John. Meyer now with the ball. She's out at the top. Or excuse me, now it's Meyer. Now Fisher. Fisher goes to the free throw line. She's going to stop.
What pass by
Underneath to
Fisher.
Nelson. She puts up the shot. No good. Rebound Madison Ward. Madison with the dribble. Gets it ahead to Harrington. Harrington now to Klepper. Klepper goes to the left side. She's going to pull up her dribble. She's in trouble. Gets it into Lauren Petz. Lauren out to Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy back off to Klepper. Lauren drives right side. Pulls up. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound, Bree Meyer.
You know, one of the things I've noticed here, Doug, is one of the things when our girls get it passed to them, they have a hard time even getting into that triple threat position. And there's just a lot of fundamental things that need to be corrected right now.
Ball inside to Paige Doran, and you have a foul called, I believe, on Caitlin Panning.
For sure who that was on. It might have been on.
Well, I saw a one.
We'll find out. It was on Caitlin.
Okay. So Caitlin picks up a foul. That is her first. That's going to put Paige Doran at the line. First shot by Doran is up off the rim. No good. The one-on-one. So the Eagles with the ball. Klepper rebound. Gets the pass to Pets, or to Panning. Now to Klepper. Now to Pets. They will get it all right. Now to Panning on the far side. Caitlin goes baseline inside Madison Ward. Ball knocked away.
Well, going in there,
Meyer.
we tried to get that ball into Madison, and Madison she had somebody fronting her, and somebody was on the backside of her. She's just double teamed, and that's going to be hard for her to have a lot of success.
Panning inbounds the ball to Pets. Lauren back out top to Klepper. Now to Panning far side. Caitlin fakes, dribbles to the right, out top to Klepper.
St.
Klepper
John's there
goes
man
left
to man.
side, tries to get it to Pets. Ball knocked away, and back into the hands of Ashton Klepper, as that one goes off of the hands of number 5, Erin Chrisman. But she was on the out-of-bounds line. Caitlin Panning to inbound. Panning looking for help, finally gets it from Harrington. Kennedy with the ball. She'll dribble right side. Free throw line, pulls up, gets it out to Lauren Pets, back to Harrington. She'll drive, she gets tied up, but Maddie Ward comes away with it. Puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, Tara Nelson. Tara Nelson gets the ball out to Bree Meyer. Tries to go underneath, but ball stolen by Caitlin Panning.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Maddie can't miss those shots. She had a nice look.
What do we got here? We got
they called a double dribble.
Wowzer. So St. John was trying to make some changes. A mystery double dribble called on the near side here. And that will be St. John's ball. Inbound pass goes to Fisher. She fakes. Back out top to Chrisman. Chrisman goes right side. She'll pull up a dribble. Near side, now inside to Nelson. She kicks it out to Doran. Doran puts it in.
Doran nailed that shot, didn't she?
Paige Doran with 2 more. That's 5 now for her. Eagles with the ball. Lead pass, Maddie Ward. Maddie's going to drive. Stripped to the ball by Nelson. And Maddie Ward goes down hard, and she is going to be hurt. Have a timeout called here. Well, officials' time. They're going to let Maddie get up. Just kind of jarred herself a bit.
Looks like she's going to be okay. That's good for us. We need that.
Well, she is going to stay in the game. Ellenwood to inbounds. Caitlin Panning with the ball. Caitlin tries inside, nothing there. Now goes to Maddie Ward. Maddie on the far baseline. Ball knocked away into the hands of Panning. She'll dribble right. Ball tied up once again.
Jump ball, so go to
between
St. John.
her and Rios. And it should be the Lady Tigers ball. Now they're going to have a little chit-chat. Burkhart stepping in saying, hey, now, we're not going to do this.
Let's calm things down a little bit here.
Well, they call that preventive officiating.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what it's called. In other words, get the gate closed before the cattle get to run.
Should I know that?
You should. You should. Tori Fisher with the ball here for the St. John Lady Tigers. St. John leads 15-6. Fisher goes right side, outside to Crispin. Left-hander puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Lauren Petz. Lauren across midcourt, now to Maddie Ward. Maddie out top, goes far side to Caitlin Panning. Caitlin on the far left wing. Goes inside
Double
to Ward.
team on Maddie here.
Ball knocked
Front
away
back.
by Nelson. Into the hands of
Really
Rios.
hard to get that ball to Maddie with that defense on her.
Right side, gets it underneath. Shot blocked by Harrington. And, wow, Dorn came down with it.
There's no doubt that St. John knows exactly how to defend this. Right now they're in a man-to-man, taking care of business and double teaming every chance they get on Maddie. And we need Maddie to play big. I mean, that's just the bottom line. If Maddie doesn't do it, we have a difficult time even staying in the game.
Mendez back in, and we're going to have a timeout called here on the court.
15-6.
So 15-6, St. John leads. Listen to Eagle Basketball 107.9. Back here after the 60-second timeout. Back at St. John High School after the timeout, the Eagles will have the ball on the inbound. Kennedy Harrington gets it into Maddie Ward.
Didn't have a lot of pressure on us that
No,
time.
not that time. Ashton Klepper with the ball. Comes near side to Mendez in the corner to Panning. She puts up a jumper, no good.
Good look.
Fight for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Madison Ward.
Going to St. John again.
Inbound pass from Nelson to Meyer. Meyer will walk it across midcourt, picked up by Klepper at half court. Meyer gets the ball ahead here. Fisher goes left to right side. Now over to Chrisman, back to Fisher. Near side to Rios. Rios in the corner to Chrisman. Goes underneath Nelson. She'll drive in the lane, puts up a runner. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be off of the hands of Nelson. As Maddie Ward had position, Nelson came over the top. Elma with the ball, back to full court press here by St. John. Harrington gets the ball into Panning, now back to Harrington. Kennedy comes near side, she'll cross midcourt, picks up a double team there, pulls up the dribble, gets it to Ashton Klepper. Ashton goes far side, Caitlin Panning. Caitlin on the left wing, now at the Klepper, inside to Harrington. Harrington's going to drive right side, and they're going to call a foul on Kennedy Harrington.
Well, you know, she had her shoulder down like she was trying to block. Hate to say that, but it certainly looked like it went on her. It was kind of could have went either way, but you know, when you put your shoulder down and you start going in there, it's hard not to call it.
Harrington picks up her third. Maestas in for her. Far side for St. John. Now Meyer. Meyer inside to Dorn, puts up the shot, or excuse me, that was Fisher, no good.
Rebound by Maddie Ward.
Caitlin Panning with the ball. She'll come right side. Pulls up the dribble, stops, picks up a double team. Now to Klepper. Klepper puts up a shot, it's no good. Rebound Maddie Ward. She'll dribble, put up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Dribble.
Maddie got it. She needed to get that bucket.
Maddie Ward now with 6 points. Lead pass to St. John. Puts up a shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, and
looks like Maddie Ward's
on
the ground.
2 players down in the scrum there. Maddie Ward went down, as did Bree Meyer. Maddie hit hard.
No doubt about this has been a pretty physical game, Doug.
Checking in for St. John, Bree Dorn. Checking out Aaron Chrisman.
Like I said, I thought it was a football game to begin with.
Seems like it. Rios with the ball. Out top to Nelson. She'll put up a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Maddie Ward, and we're going to have a foul called underneath.
It's on Doran.
That is on Dorn. So that will be her second foul. And checking back in for St. John is number 5, Aaron Chrisman. Checking out Dorn. Checking in for the Eagles, Lauren Petz. Checking out is Ashton Klepper. Maddie Ward at the line. She will shoot the first one up, and it's good.
She got it. Nice job, Maddie.
So that's 7 now for Madison. 15-9, so the Lady Tigers lead. Second shot up by Maddie Ward.
Got
is
it.
Up and good.
Boy, her free throws look a lot better than they did right before the Christmas break, Doug.
Rios with the ball. She'll go right side, hands it off to Meyer. Meyer far side to Chrisman. Now back out top to Meyer. Meyer content to stand out there and wait. Now gets it near side to Fisher. She'll drive in the corner to Rios. Now out top to Meyer. Far side to Chrisman, inside the Nelson. She'll drive in the lane, gives it back out to Chrisman.
Well, they're moving the ball.
Near side now in the Nelson. She's going to put it a left-handed shot, and oh my.
Nelson got Maddie Ward's going to get on that
Maddie
foul. It's
Ward's
going to be her third.
up foul number 3 as Nelson was driving to the bucket. Nelson has 4. She's going to shoot 2 now. Coach Cherry's kind of like, hey, you know, she had all ball there. First one up and no good, so Cherry's kind of questioning the call.
Right.
Understood. You know, every good coach should, after they retire, become a political lobbyist.
Nelson girl, she nailed that last free throw, gets her up to 5 points.
That's 5 for her. St. John with a 6-point lead.
Oh, my
Lead pass.
land.
Boy, Mendez had that. He was doing a lead pass to Maestas and just too far out of reach.
One of the fundamental things, you got to get your feet, you got to get balanced, you got to be squared up a little bit so you can make good passes.
Meyer on the far side tries to go to Chrisman. Ball knocked away by Caitlin Panning. 16-10. St. John trails, but I'm telling you right now.
Well, St. John's in the lead, so.
Or St. John in the lead, and this could be a whole lot worse.
Oh, no doubt. St. John, they're not a very good shooting team necessarily. So they're doing a pretty good job moving the ball around, and defensively they've just wreaked havoc on us. Fortunately for us, though, we're in a position where they've taken a little bit of that pressure off of us, and it's kind of allowed us to stay in the game a little bit. But it's not going to help us at all if Madison Ward goes out of the game with this foul trouble, because we got to have Madison.
Well, that's been a bugaboo this year. Is the other teams have been able to get the Lady Eagles into foul trouble, mostly Madison Ward, and then at times Caitlin Panning, Lauren Petz. So it's one of those things. In this particular game, the Lady Eagles cannot afford to lose the aggressiveness of Ward, Panning, Petz.
The bottom line is, though, if we don't have Madison Ward in games, we're in big trouble, because Madison is our leading scorer, and she needs to score anywhere, in the higher double digits, in that 16, 18 range of game in order for us to be successful.
Well, after the timeout, it'll be the St. John Lady Tigers ball. 2:52 left to go on the clock here in the first half. Meyer to inbound. Looks underneath, gets it into Fisher. Fisher inside the Nelson. Kicks it out to Chrisman. Chrisman puts up a shot, no good. Saved, almost, but crossed that, what do they call that?
We got
the
full
extended baseline.
Court pressure against us here again.
He'll come up. She is blocked by,
wow,
that's kind of interesting. Had a block by Rios, but they're saying it went off of Panning.
Well, they didn't call the foul, which I think it would have been difficult to call that foul, because Caitlin, she actually gave a pretty good old forearm shiver in that deal.
Meyer gets the ball to Rios, then to Fisher inside to Nelson. She's going to pivot, turn, blocked by Maddie Ward, off of the hands of Maddie Ward. I think we got away with one.
Yeah. St. John getting the ball in bounds, just should be able to get that done on an inbounds play. Now we got a jump ball, and then St. John's going to keep the basketball.
Change of possession here. Jump ball brought to you by Amber Pets and Jensen Insurance. Amber has a way of sneaking in there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
St. John trying to get the ball. Nobody moving. Now they are. And just under the 5 seconds into Nelson. Nelson goes far side to Fisher. She's going to drive baseline. They're going to call a block here on.
That's going to be on Kennedy, isn't it?
No, Ashton.
Oh, excuse me.
That's going to be on Caitlin Panning.
Caitlin Panning. Is that her second or third?
That's her second by my count.
Well, they got her down for 3 up there.
Well, they do, don't they? Okay, well, we talked about it earlier. First shot was up and missed, I believe, by Fisher. So Fisher will shoot the second shot. This one is up and
good.
So
St. John's up by 7 points now. It's 17-10. 2:20 to go in the second quarter.
Inbound pass attempted to get in from Henderson to Maestas, knocked out of bounds. Henderson with the ball. Gets it ahead to Lauren Pets. In and out of Lauren's hand. Deflected into Meyer. Meyer gets it ahead.
Oh, my land. Well, at least the bucket didn't go. But
Gets it
she's
ahead
going to
to
shoot.
Tori
She's
Fisher.
going to shoot 2 though.
So Fisher will go line to shoot 2. This foul is on number 13, Marie Maestas. That is her second foul. And shooting at the line, number 11, Tori Fisher.
We got it.
That's good. That's 5 now, 6 now for her. Yeah, she gets set for her second shot, puts it up, and that's good. That's 7 now. Eagles with the inbound. Far side, Henderson comes across midcourt, ball knocked away by Bree Meyer. It'll be the Eagles' ball far side. Henderson to inbound. Does get it into. Oh, that's our little fire plug.
Right.
Brown. Isn't that what her name is? She's not on the roster. Near side.
Take care of the basketball. I'm going to tell you.
Stolen.
You know, with a minute 51 to go here in the second quarter, it was amazing that the score is 19-10. The turnovers we've had has been so unbelievable, Doug. We're very fortunate to be in this game right now.
So Brown with her first foul. And at the line will be Fisher again. First shot up by Fisher off the back of the rim, no good. I cannot remember Brown's first name.
That I could not tell you.
We'll have to ask Mitch Bennis there after between. Second shot up by Fisher, rolls around and it's good. That's 8 now for her. Timeout by St. John. That'll give us an opportunity here to let you know that Anderson Law Office, your attorneys at law, statewide services, collect calls accepted, and available for evening and weekend appointments. Free initial consultation. Your rights, make an informed decision. Ricker Seeds for high production at low cost. Contact Ricker Seeds in Ellenwood. And don't forget, ILS, Innovative Livestock Services, the Barton County Feeder, always proud to sponsor the Ellenwood Eagles and striving to come up with the best strategy for you and your livestock business. Those are just some of our fine sponsors here for the Ellenwood Eagles and Lady Eagles. Ellenwood to inbounds the ball. Henderson at the near court. She's underneath the basket. She gets the ball into Lauren Pett. Lauren tries to get it back to Henderson. Ball stolen into the hands of Meyer. Good fake. That's Tori Fisher, I'm sorry. She puts it in for 2. Henderson gets the ball to Mendez. Now back to Petts. Lauren drives, tries to get it to Maddie Ward. Ball stolen by Tara Nelson. Nelson comes across midcourt. Lead pass underneath, and she's going to travel. Boy, Mendez did a great job defensively and caused Fisher to get into the travel there. Henderson to inbounds the ball, having trouble finding someone.
Nobody open. There's 5 seconds
and
right
gets
there.
It into Maddie Ward finally, but 5 seconds expired. St. John have the ball underneath their own basket with 1:26 left. Inbound pass, far side, ball stolen by Mendez. She'll stop, and she is going to be fouled on the way.
Yep, she got run over there pretty good.
Number 5, Aaron Chrisman. That's Chrisman's second foul. And Mendez will go to line to, well, shoot a 1-on-1. They're not in the bonus yet, or the double bonus, whatever you want to call it.
There you go.
Mendez has 1 point so far, and that was at the free throw line earlier. First
got
shot
another
up,
one.
and opportunity for 2 here. 22-11. St. John Lady Tigers leading. Mendez gets ready for her second shot, puts this one up, looks good, and in.
Yep. We got 3 points now for the game.
3 now for Anna. Inbounds to Rios. Rios out top to Meyer, far side to Fisher. Inside to Nelson. We're going to have a foul called. That's going to be on Lauren Petz. So Lauren picks up what I have as her first foul.
That's what I have down too. Yep,
There
I
we
got
go.
her down as one as well. So
Had me worried.
they are the official scorers.
Tori Fisher, first shot up, and
She
it's
made it.
good. 3, 8, 9, 10. She has 11 now. Fisher with her second shot. It's up and no good. Rebound Nelson. Nelson puts it up, no good. Rebound Madison Ward. And she is going to be fouled from behind by number 33, Tara Nelson. That will be her second. So Maddie Ward will go to line to shoot 2.
Well, Maddie's looked really good at the free throw line so far tonight. Let's hopefully she can get these 2 and keep us a little bit closer.
Fouls now even at 10 apiece. First shot by Ward, up and
Yeah,
good.
she made it.
That's 9 now for Madison. Be great to have her in double figures in the first quarter, her first half. And now that's 10. So Ward gets double figures. She has 10. It's now 23-14. Rios near side gets it out top to Nelson. She'll launch a 3.
And Nelson nailed it.
Tara Nelson hits a 3. Eagles with the ball. Lead pass to Lauren Petz. Lauren.
Oh, not a well-advised pass.
Into the hands of Nelson. Nelson, far side, goes to Fisher. Fisher drives base to Nelson. Back out top to Fisher. She's going to drive into the paint. Rotates it over to Rios. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Madison Ward. Madison picks up the double team. Goes lead pass to Mendez under the basket.
Mendez
She'll
got
put up
fouled
a
on the
shot.
free throw.
She is fouled by Chrisman. That'll be the third foul on Chrisman. That's going to send Mendez to the line to shoot 2. She has 3 so far, all from the free throw line. 33.5 seconds left to go, first half. First shot by Mendez, up, and it's good. That's 4.
She's been pretty hot from the line.
Maestas into the game. Madison Ward comes out. Smart play
33
there.
seconds, you bet.
Yeah.
Get her out of the game.
Second shot by Mendez, up off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound into St. John. With the ball, she'll come down court.
Whoa.
Tries to hit Fisher, who was open on the far baseline, and overthrows her. Of course, St. John doesn't seem to matter. They'll come back with the full court pressure on the far side. Henderson to inbounds. Goes out top. Ball stolen by Nelson. She'll drive left side. Puts up a shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. That'll be tipped out of bounds by number 3, Bree Meyer, and that'll give the ball to the Ellenwood Lady Eagles. 20.5 seconds left, first half. Henderson to inbound. Looks out top. Throws it right into the hands of the Lady Tigers. Now to Rios, baseline, kicks it out to Nelson. She puts up another three, and that's all air. And it'll be Lady Eagles ball, 12.7 seconds left to go. 26-15. St. John with the lead. Henderson, baseball pass, down court, and that's going to go the length of the court, untouched. And that means it goes back to this end.
Yep.
And, well.
They get the ball with 12.7 seconds to try to increase their lead.
Yeah. 26-15. Inbound the ball for St. John is Tori Fisher, number 11. Fisher looks to the right, now goes out top to Nelson. Nelson comes near side to Fisher. Fisher, left wing, goes back out top to Nelson. She's going to be fouled by Anna Mendez. That'll be her second. Nelson will go to the line to shoot 2. She has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points in the ball game. First shot up by Nelson, up and
Got it.
good. That's 9 now for her. It's now a 12-point lead here by the Lady Tigers of St. John. Nelson gets ready for her second. She puts it up and
She
it's
made it.
good. 5.8 seconds left here for Lady Eagle. Mendez inbounds the ball to Henderson, or to Maces. Now back to Mendez. Mendez comes right side. Inside to Maces. She's going to drive, and time will expire. So your halftime score is St. John 28, Ellenwood 15. St. John leads Ellenwood 28 to 15 here at halftime. Hope you enjoyed listening to the first half of Lady Eagle basketball. We'll take a break and we'll come back here and talk a little bit about the first half after this 2-minute timeout. Welcome back to St. John High School. We are at halftime of the Lady Eagles and Lady Tigers ball game. The Lady Eagles trail St. John by a score of 28 to 15. Joining us now is the Eagle boys head coach, Derek Joyner. And coach, we know coming in that St. John has tradition on their side, and we know early going this year they dropped a game to Maxville, and of course the Eagles with the 1W against Kinsley. So really, I put this in the anything can happen category.
Well, I know that St. John's going to be one of the better teams in 1A this year. They've dropped in 1A, and that's going to be fortunate for them as far as competing at the state level. I think they're in the top 5 of the state right now, and I think they'll have a really good shot there. Chase Fisher is now finally kind of really healthy for them. He's been out of the games. He was completely out of the game. They lost to Maxville. He looked about, a little bit of a shell of himself in the game versus Central Plains that they got beat up pretty good in. They're going to be a really good team. They've got good size. They've got good guard play. They handle the ball. They play really hard. They play well together. They're a well-coached team. So we're up for a major league challenge. Definitely the best team we've played so far this year.
Well, health-wise for the Eagles, are we all back to normal, so to speak?
Well, I mean, we're still nursing a few, but we're here, and everybody's on the roster, and everybody's set to play. And so it'll look at all those guys in blue. We're not used to seeing that many people out there, so that's a nice sight to see. And so this should we're getting ready to play the best team that we've played all year, but this should be our best opportunity to play as well as we have all year with a full roster.
Well, speaking of the first semester, the 2017 season, we had Nathan Monday for a while. He got hurt. Hammocky kind of stepped up, as did Canope, as did McFerrin. So some of your younger guys have really stepped in the injury to Nathan Monday and really shown that they can play at the varsity level.
Yeah, I mean, it helps that they get some of that scoring experience. Tonight will be a whole other experience for them. I mean, are they going to be able to handle the physicality? Are they going to be able to handle the pressure that's going to be put on them? St. John's going to get after you. They're going to play at a different speed than what we're used to playing. So it's going to be a whole new deal and how we handle that. Are we going to lose our minds? Are we going to have too much anxiety to do anything and execute? Or are we going to have some poise with the ball and still execute our offense? And then, when you're playing against good people and they go make a nice play and you did your best, you can't get down on yourself and make a 2-point play end up being a 10-point play because you get too down on yourself or you have too much anxiety when you're playing.
Understood. Now, sometimes the girls' game shows a little bit about what the boys' game might be about. The girls have really implemented full court pressure constantly. Do you expect that from the St. John Tiger men?
Well, they haven't done it very much, but I mean, the film is there. I mean, we haven't handled pressure very well at all. So I'm sure they've watched the film and they've seen that we struggle with pressure. So I would expect anybody that plays us right now to press us in some capacity to test our ball handling, because that's just been one of our biggest vices so far.
Well, obviously going into this game, we know that, like you said, it's going to be the best team that we've played so far. Any joiner tricks up your sleeve?
No tricks. I mean, we're just trying, we've got a young team and we've got everybody here, and we just want to play to the best of our abilities is really what our goal is daily and every play. And we can't worry about all the outside stuff, can't allow the junk get in our minds, and we've got to just play as good as we can, as hard as we can, and as smart as we can.
Well, with the break, over Christmas and New Year's, were you able to get some high-quality practices in, or some of the kids take off with family stuff? Or I'm assuming, knowing you made them productive.
Yeah, we had a nice break, and we had some good practices. We put some more things in. I expect us to execute a little higher level than what we were doing pre-Christmas. We've got a few more entries that we were able to put in with everybody around. We fought the kids being gone at certain times, just like everybody else has. You hope that you can get it all done in that 5 days that they give us, but not everybody's on board for that. And they go do, some of these guys have 6, 7 Christmases they go to. I guess they've got a lot more family that likes them than I do, apparently.
Well, speaking of family and Christmas and all that, that guy besides you, Uncle Mike, you know that he is 55 years old today?
55, that's pretty old. That's pretty old. Uncle Mike has always been the young uncle too. He's the young uncle. He's the cool uncle.
I've been trying to slip that in as many times as possible tonight. 55, as my kids would say, he's now the old speed limit. And he doesn't have a microphone to defend himself. Derek, we planned that pretty well right there. Well, Coach, best of luck here today against St. John. Look forward to talking to you after the boys' game, and let's talk about a great game afterwards.
Sounds good.
Head coach Derek Joyner joining us on the Derek Joyner pregame show, so to speak. You're listening to Ellenwood Eagle Basketball 107.9. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout. Welcome back to St. John High School. Ready for the second half. Eagles and the Lady Tigers of St. John. I'd like to remind you that you're listening to Ellenwood Eagle basketball at KZRS 107.9, Great Bend and Hayes. And Mike Joyner?
Yes, sir.
We're back.
We're back. Did you guys have anything bad to say about Uncle Mike and his birthday and
not
55
at all.
years old? And all
No,
those kind of
no,
things?
no.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, Kev. No recall of the conversation.
Well, I tell you what, there's some things that I want to point out about this Lady Eagle team that I think are big issues that we have to work on. Our fundamentals have got to improve, or we're going to be in trouble all season long.
Oh, inbound pass there, by the way, brought to you by Amber Pets and Jensen Insurance. Ashton Klepper with the ball, goes left side, now far side to Caitlin Panning. Caitlin fakes to the right, inside to Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy is going to be tied up, triple teamed, and right away, they're going to be tough. Change the possession.
Yep, there's the first turnover of the second half.
We have not been able to fight that double and triple team. Inbound pass here to St. John. It's Meyer, comes ahead to Rios. Rios cross court to Meyer. Underneath to Nelson, blocked by Maddie Ward.
I'll tell you what, we're just fortunate that they're not very good at scoring right now. I mean, even though they got a lead on us, we're fortunate because this thing could be way out of hand.
Pets gets the ball to Klepper, now inside to Harrington. Kennedy at the free throw line. She's going to drive, pulls up the dribble. She's stuck, could take a shot, didn't. Gets it out to Klepper. Ashton puts up the shot, no good. Fight for the rebound and brought down by Doran. Doran, lead pass here to Meyer. Meyer, far side to
Doran in the
Fisher.
middle.
Inside the Doran. They're going to get
And
Maddie
they're
for
going to
number
call
4.
Maddie for a foul. Yep. That is what, number 4 on Maddie?
Yep, that is the 4th on Maddie Ward. So Maddie picks up her 4th early. And the look in her eyes was, come on, man.
Exactly.
Pays Doran the line to shoot. I don't know how they figured that was a 2-shot foul. But they did. First one off and no good. Doran gets ready for her second shot. Hammers the dribble down, puts it up, and it's good.
Tell you what, Doran's had a very nice game for St. John.
Doran was 6 now. Klepper in the backcourt. She'll bring it across left side, picks up the double team. Fronted and back. She's going to have to pivot out. Tries to get the ball to Panning, and the ball knocked away. But the timeout called here by the Lady Eagles of Ellenwood. This will be a 30-second timeout. That gives us time to tell you about Community Bank of the Midwest. Proud to be in Ellenwood and taking care of all of your banking needs. Community Bank and the Ellenwood Eagles, a winning combination. H&B Communications, bringing technology to your doorstep. H&B Communications is proud to be a sponsor of Ellenwood Eagles Sports. Keller Real Estate, the residential and farm properties. Keller Real Estate has the experience to help you. Keller Real Estate, proud to be part of the Ellenwood community. And Fuller Industries of Great Bend, your one-stop solution source. See what Fuller Industries can do for you. After the timeout, Ellenwood will have the ball, as Coach Cherry called it, before we could struggle to get the ball in. I hate to say that.
I understand. I hate to say it, but that's just the nature of who we are.
Panning gets the ball into Harrington. Kennedy hands it off to Klepper. Now goes far side, Lauren Petz. Lauren looks underneath, nothing there. Gets it to Caitlin Panning. She'll drive right baseline, pulls up her dribble. Looks out top.
There's
ball
a turnover.
Stolen by Tori Fisher. Fisher with the ball. She'll hold up, gets it back to Bree Meyer. Bree Meyer on the far side, Now back to Fisher. Fisher rotates it back out top. She'll go to the right. Stops, gets it to Bree Meyer. Meyer waits for Rios to cut. Rios has the ball. Now back out to Meyer. Out top to Fisher. Now to Nelson. She'll drive. Fakes a shot. Gets it back out to Meyer. She's going to drive, run into a wall. And are we going to call a foul? No, we're just going to say it went off the leg of the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, I think that actually went off of Meyer, though.
Yep. Checking in for the Lady Eagles is Mendez.
I really didn't see that go off of any of the Ellenwood Lady Eagles
She will check out. Panning checks in. Inbound
right there in the
pass.
middle, that was just way too easy. And you can just toss it right in there into the middle of the paint and get an easy little jump shot like that. That's just way too easy.
Inbound to Harrington. Harrington One-on-one there. She gets it away to Mendez. Mendez comes across midcourt, picks up the double team. She will be fouled by number 21, that is. So that'll be on Paige Dorn. That will be her third. Now, think about St. John. They could get into foul trouble pretty easily, but they've got the bench depth to take care of that.
They do have the bench depth.
Petz inbounds the ball to Mendez. Ball knocked away, stolen by Rios. Lead pass to Meyer. Meyer off the glass, puts it in for two. Bree Meyer with 6 now. Ellen with the lead pass. Kennedy Harrington holds the ball up, gets it to Maddie Ward. Pass underneath. Maddie puts it up. It's no good. Rebound Dorn. Dorn gets the pass to Meyer. Meyer across midcourt. She'll lead it over to Fisher. Fisher pulls up. Now puts one up off the glass. No good. And that'll be a foul, I believe, on number 1. Well,
good news it wasn't on number 20.
Called that on Mendez. Even Maddie thought that was on her. Well, first by Fisher is no good. Checking back in for Ellenwood. It'll be Sparkplug Brown, Henderson, and Panning. Fisher to put up her second shot. This one up and off the front of the rim, no good. Gets her own rebound. She'll go right side, back out to Nelson. Nelson out top to Meyer. Meyer in the far corner to Fisher. She'll rotate it back out top. Meyer on the midcourt path. Goes underneath Nelson. She'll put up a shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it in for 2. Tara Nelson with 2 more. Eagles with the inbounds. Full court pressure, and we're going to have a foul called on number 3, Bree Meyer. That'll be her second as she was reached over the top there of Henderson. Michael, your texting is blowing up.
Well, I'm looking up something here because I spaced a name, but I can't remember the guy's name. I hate to be the way I am right now. I'm pretty frustrated. We need to start better. I'm just going to call it as I see it.
Henderson with the ball, gets it back to Caitlin Panning.
And I know we're young. I know all those things, but we got to get better.
The double team goes back out top to Henderson. Henderson comes near side to Panning. Caitlin passes up a 3, drives, gets it to Henderson. She'll put up a 3 off the rim, no good. No effort for the rebound. Rios comes down with it. Meyer lead pass to Fisher. Now back to Nelson. She'll put it in for 2. And timeout called here by St. John. And we've got to catch up a little bit here, so we're going to go ahead and keep it here. Barton College, where high school grads in Kansas with a 3.5 GPA or higher, or scored a 26 or better on your ACT, qualify for a book, tuition, scholarship. Visit gobarton.com or delivery. It's Annie Mays. So don't forget any of our sponsors at any time. They are proud to be with us, win, lose, or draw here for the Ellenwood Ellenwood Eagles and Lady Eagles.
We've got some very nice sponsors over there for Ellenwood, no doubt about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, they really back the community. They back these kids.
Oh, yeah.
And again, that's the big thing is win, lose, or draw. You just support, you love the community, and that's what our sponsors are. They've already got it set up for the full court pressure.
There it is.
They're going to try to close the door on this one in a hurry.
Yeah, well.
As the current score is 37-15.
And there was a turnover and for a 2-point bucket by Nelson.
Stolen by Nelson. Another inbound pass, this time to Henderson. Eagles have the ball. They got it in. St. John drops back to a half-court defense. Picks up Harrington out at the top. She's giving up her dribble. That's 3. Now gets it here to Brown. Brown goes near side to Panning. Panning on the left wing. Caitlin's going to rotate it back out a little bit higher. Now she's on the corner. Moves to her left, pulls up the dribble. Inside to Harrington. Kennedy at the free throw line, pulls up. Gets the ball to Henderson. Henderson goes right side, back to Harrington. Harrington tries to get a pass inside. Maddie Ward's going to drive, puts up the shot, no good. A rebound underneath is going to be a fight for it. That's between Brown and Chrisman. And it's St. John's ball. Now the Eagles going to try a little full court pressure. Into the game is Leslie Ramirez. Checking out is Bree Meyer here for St. John. Fisher with the inbounds. She'll be guarded by Henderson. Fisher slaps the leather, goes far side to Nelson. Nelson in the corner. Henderson on her. Nelson's going to bring it up across midcourt. Gets the lead pass to Chrisman. In the corner to Ramirez. She puts it up. No good. Rebound, Caitlin Panning.
Well, you could put full court pressure on. It's got to have a whole lot more energy than that one did.
Caitlin stops, and her ankle kind of gives way. She gets called for the travel. Not much you could do there. Petz comes into the ground. Brown checks out. St. John's ball, far side. Nelson inbounds the ball to Fisher. 3:30 left to go, third quarter. Fisher comes right side. She'll stop on the wing, looks underneath, instead goes to Chrisman in the corner. Chrisman brings out to the left wing to Meyer, inside to Nelson. Nelson fakes a shot. Maddie wasn't taking it. Now back out to Chrisman. Far corner to Meyer. Meyer looks underneath, now rotates it back out top. In the corner to Chrisman, loses the ball, and the Eagles go down for it to tie it up. And that'll be a jump ball, so to speak, and of course, a turnover there.
Possession?
Eagles now with an opportunity to inbounds, no pressure in the backcourt for once. Panning with the ball after the pitch to Henderson. Panning goes right side. She's going to be fouled by number 10, Rios. That'll be Rios' third foul. That is the fourth team foul here for St. John. Ball to be inbound. Gets it into Harrington. Ball stolen by Rios. Rios lead pass to Fisher. Fisher's going to rotate it back out. Now she's going to drive. Puts up a shot. No good.
And Maddie's gone.
And Maddie Ward will be called for the foul. And that one,
Yep, that was on Maddie.
She pretty much laid her arm across the shooter.
Yep.
So no doubt there. That'll be Maddie's. Well, they only have her as 4.
I got it as 5.
That's what I've got her too. So
well, there you
go.
go.
Let's go with that.
Good news is we're not the official scorers.
Maestas comes in. Maddie Ward gets to go out. Even Maddie thought that was 5.
Yeah.
Okay, this one up by Fisher is good.
We'll take it. We'll take it, Doug.
Yeah, take a break wherever you can get it. Klepper checks in. Henderson checks out. Eagles inbound. No full court pressure once again. Panning gets the ball into Klepper. Klepper goes to the middle.
They are picking everybody up at half court, though, so they still have pressure on us as we come across the half court line.
Klepper out top. Ball tipped away. Right down in front of us. It's a loose ball. Meyer comes up with it. Tries to get it to Nelson, and it's too far, and that'll go out of bounds. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. It is, let's just say it's not a technically precise basketball game.
Another turnover, Doug.
Tries the lead pass, stolen by Chrisman.
What was that show about the Cleveland Browns? What was that guy's name that was the announcer?
You mean Cleveland Indians?
Yeah, that Cleveland Indians.
Well, it was Bob Euchre.
Bob Euchre, that's what I'm feeling a little bit today.
Meyer.
I got to bring some humor into this, Doug.
Cross court to Chrisman. Chrisman stops back to Meyer in the corner. She'll chunk a
and
three.
And she nailed a 3 against us. Oh, my land.
Meyer
43 to 15.
Kind of threw that up, and it went in like it was supposed to. Klepper with the ball. Ball stolen again by Meyer. Knocked out of bounds, and they're saying Meyer is the last one to touch it.
She's saying, not me.
Yeah, she had the first look of the day of the who me's. Rios checks in, as does America Fernandez. Panning to inbounds the ball. Gets it to Kennedy Harrington. Kennedy on the left wing, hands it off to Klepper. Klepper rotates it out top to the right. She's cut off by Rios. Now she comes left. Back to Caitlin Panning. Caitlin covered by Meyer. Out top to Klepper. Klepper fakes right, goes left to Panning. Caitlin drives, gives it back to Klepper. Errant pass, almost stolen. Petz comes up with it. Tries to go underneath to Harrington. That'll go out of bounds.
Going out of bounds.
St. John's ball. 1:32 left to go, third quarter. St. John leads the Lady Eagles 43-15. Rios with the ball. Lead pass to Ramirez. Tries to go underneath. Ball knocked away by Caitlin Panning. So St. John will inbounds the ball. Aaron Chrisman to inbounds. Gets the ball far side to Meyer. Meyer comes near side to Rios. Rios.
She was fouled, and she'll go to the line shooting 3.
She's going to shoot 3, and that's going to be, I believe, on Lauren Petz, and that is.
Yep.
That'll be Lauren's second foul. by our count.
Hey, our count matches the scoreboard,
so far,
that's good.
okay.
That's good.
So Rios will go to line. She is scoreless. First one up, and it's good.
All right, she nailed it.
Of course, that's all I had to say is she was scoreless. 44-15 now.
You're jinxing us, Doug. Quit it.
Shh. Second one up, and
Oh, in and out.
So there, in and out. Checking in for the Eagles.
I just thinking the announcer's sitting up here in front of us, old Mitch here.
Yeah.
We know him. I got my bottle here. I thought about bapping him on the head.
I don't know. Mitch does a pretty good job.
He does a great job, but I still think about bapping him on the head.
Third shot up is no good. Fight for the rebound. Off of the hands of Kennedy Harrington. The St. John Lady Tigers get another break.
You know, he's just used to me as a football coach down here, Doug. He's not used to me as being an ornery guy by sitting behind him.
That's true. Checking in now for St. John's, Zarella Reyes.
Let's get a little playing time.
Inbound pass to Reyes. She'll go left side. Pulls up, tries to go underneath. Ball off the foot. Gets the ball back. Ball knocked away again, and I think, well, they're going to say that goes off the hand of Mendez. Tell you what, Mendez has played a pretty darn good game.
Not bad. Not bad. She's done a really good job for us.
She's gotten some varsity minutes here that are new to her. Inbound pass again. Mendez steps in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds. So if we're looking for a bright spot, that would definitely be one of them.
Oh, yeah. She's done a pretty good job for us tonight.
Ramirez to inbound, goes in the corner to Christman. She'll drive, gets it to Fernandez, up and no good. Rebound, comes away to the Lady Eagle. Lead pass from Maces to Mendez. She's going to drive.
Oh, didn't
off,
quite
no
make
good.
it.
Rebound underneath, and Mendez is going to be called for the foul, I believe. It was a reach around, and that is. That'll be her fourth foul. Boy, the St. John.
You know what? That's bigger than winning games sometimes. When you get somebody in there that's been working hard all practice for all that time, all of a sudden they get a chance to play in a game and maybe get a bucket, makes everybody excited.
Rios drives, hands it off to Christman. Christman back to Rios, right wing, back out top to Christman. Now back to Rios. She looks underneath. She's going to drive, fakes a shot, pulls up, and she's going to be fouled either by, that'll be on Kennedy Harrington.
That's on Kennedy, yep.
That'll be her fourth.
She's really struggled in this game, Doug. Like I said, earlier I just thought maybe she was just a little out of sorts. I wonder if she's not struggling with some kind of little sickness or something. I don't know.
Jackie Rios will go to the line. She went 1 for 3 at her last trip. First shot up,
Got the
and
first
it's good.
I'll tell you what, St. John's girls, they have hit most of their free throws.
So Rios now has 2 points. St. John leads 45-15.
Down by 30.
Second one up, no good. Rebound, Caitlin Panning. Caitlin comes across midcourt. Lead pass over to Mendez. She's going to drive right baseline, puts up a shot. It's too hard, no good. She will be fouled. She'll go to line to shoot 2. And I didn't see that was on Leslie Ramirez. That'll be her first foul.
It was on Leslie Ramirez.
Mendez will go to line to shoot 2. She has 4 in the ball game.
Oh, in and
out. That one had it made, but fell out. So Mendez gets sent for her second shot.
It's amazing how the physics of all that works, Doug.
Around and it's good. So that's 5 for Mendez. Checking back in, Ashton Klepper. Checking out is Kennedy Harrington. America Fernandez to inbounds here for St. John's. She gets it to Rios. Rios across midcourt. She'll fake to the left. Now comes back to the right. She stops, gets it out to Christman. Christman tries to get it back out top. Klepper in with the steal. She'll drive, and she'll be fouled from behind, I believe, by number 5, Christman. I could be wrong. Oh, they're saying that's on number 10.
Yeah, that's on
Jackie Rios picks up her 4th. Inbounds for the Lady Eagles. Panning gets the ball into Mendez. She'll drive in the lane, goes across the lane, kicks it out to Panning. Caitlin puts up a 3.
Last second opportunity and didn't
at
quite
the buzzer.
go.
So at the end of the third quarter, it is St. John 45, Ellenwood 16. Listen to Ellenwood Eagle basketball, 107.9. Back here after this 1-minute timeout. Welcome back to St. John, Kansas. We get into the fourth quarter here of the Lady Eagles and Lady Tigers. St.
And this
John
one will go quick.
Will inbounds as we're going to have a continuous clock here. Of course, the inbounds pass brought to you by Amber Pets and Jensen Insurance. Chrisman with the ball for the Lady Tigers. She's going to roll around to the top side. Gets it inside to Fisher. She'll drive baseline. Gets it underneath to Doran, and a foul called.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The clock is
On
stopped.
number 11, Caitlin Panning. I
thought
guess
the
it has to be 35.
Is
not
that what it has
30.
to be, 35? I did not know.
Doran gets ready for her 2 shots. First shot up, rolls around.
Didn't quite go in.
Doran, one of the rare girls I've seen wear a shooter sleeve.
Yeah,
Now, that's one of those little trivial things.
that is it, because I'm really not sure what that's all about. So
Second shot up by Doran. It's good. That's 7 now for her. Lady Eagles with the inbounds. No full court pressure this time. Klepper comes across midcourt. Goes far side. Caitlin Panning tries to go inside to Masis. Ball knocked away by St. John. Fisher with the ball. She'll come across midcourt. Goes to the right side. Chrisman. She'll drive baseline.
And she got it.
Aaron Chrisman with her first 2 points in the ball game. Eagles with the ball. Klepper far side. Goes to Henderson. Henderson back to Klepper on the right wing. Klepper is going to drive toward the baseline. Pulls up. Now comes back toward the middle. Goes inside to Henderson. She'll turn. Put up a shot. No good. A rebound by Ramirez. Ramirez lead pass to Fisher. Fisher calling for the offense. Now comes near side to Chrisman. Chrisman rotates to the free throw line. She'll stop, come near side to Fisher. Goes underneath, ball knocked away and out of bounds off of Leslie Ramirez.
Yep.
Checking
Ward coming back in the game.
Madison Ward checking out Maria Maestas.
And Nelson's coming back in to match her.
And Nelson comes back in, as does America Fernandez. Checking out will be Doran and Brianna Clark. Ellenwood with the ball.
They have taken their full court pressure off at this point in time anyway.
Panning tries to get the ball inside the
Still
Ward.
a turnover anyway.
Stolen by Meyer. Comes near side to Chrisman. Chrisman back out top to Meyer.
Turnover
side.
coming back the other direction.
Ball stolen by Henderson. Henderson's going to pull the ball out. Gets it to Caitlin Panning. Caitlin stays on that right side. Pulls up her dribble. Now goes far side to Henderson. Henderson tries to go underneath. Ball knocked away. Henderson gets it back up. Now tries to get the pass to Panning. Ball knocked away, but Henderson gets it again. Now the ball stolen by Chrisman.
Lead pass to number 11.
Meyer
put it in for the layup.
Excuse me, Fisher. Corey Fisher once again.
There you go. Corey's had a nice game tonight for St. John.
Klepper, lead pass to Mendez. Back to Klepper. Klepper goes left side. Back out to Mendez. Loses control of the ball. Now has it. Drives in the lane. Far side Henderson. Puts it up. In and out. No good. Rebound Fernandez. She gets the ball to Chrisman. Lead pass to Fisher.
And she made it.
She puts it in for 2. Tori Fisher with 2 more. She has been on fire in this ball game. And timeout called by the Lady Eagles with 5:13 left to go. And that's a good time to talk about Ricker Seeds.
There you go.
If you want high production and low cost, make sure you contact Ricker Seeds. Anderson Law Office, attorneys and law, statewide services, collect calls accepted and available for evening and weekend appointments. Free initial cost of sand, no matter how large or small your project. If you don't have the right truck for the job, their delivery trucks are available. Rock, sand, or dirt, they will be there in a flash. Joiner Construction, simply the best in the business, specializing in residential, commercial, and steel building construction, also offering complete roofing services. Hammer Down Eagles. Jensen Insurance, a familiar name. Your independent insurance professional offering you choices that fit your needs. Amber Pets and Jensen Insurance supporting the Eagles. They've got you covered. Canope Auto Parts and Repair, providing complete auto tune-up and repair to Ellenwood, Kansas. They also offer a complete line of parts for agricultural, automotive, and oilfield use. Count on their ASE certified mechanic for quality service every time. After the timeout, it will be Ellenwood's ball here right in front of the score table. Lauren Petz and Klepper Ashton out top, drives into the free throw lane, throws one up off the rim, no good.
Maddie Ward get the rebound. She put it back in.
Well, Maddie has been a little quiet there, sitting on the bench, but comes right in and lets her presence be felt. Chrisman, right wing, rotates it back out top. She'll stop. Comes near side to Fernandez. Fernandez drives back out to Chrisman. She puts it up, no good. That hits the bottom of the net and goes out of bounds. Sorry, that was Leslie Ramirez, not Fernandez.
Right.
I've got them all.
I don't know all these girls, but I know a few of them.
Klepper with the ball, right side. She'll come near side to Lauren Petz. Lauren puts up a shot. It falls short, no good. Rebound, Ramirez. Ramirez gets the ball to Chrisman. Chrisman comes across midcourt. She'll rotate it back to Ramirez. Ramirez comes near side. Now she goes left. She'll pull up her dribble. Passes it near side here to Chrisman. Chrisman goes underneath to Fernandez. Ball stolen. And into the hands of Maestas. Maestas is going to drive. Puts up a shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Well, Harrington got in there for the rebound. And Kennedy will be fouled by number 20. They showed 22. There it is. Zarel Reyes, excuse me. That's going to put Harrington in the line to shoot two.
Missed it. Maddie got a big rebound, put it in. Nice job by Maddie Ward.
Just what Mike said. Ramirez with the ball. Pulls up at midcourt. Almost an over and back. Great defense by Lauren Pett. Now it goes far side to Chrisman. Chrisman drives, gets it underneath to America Fernandez, puts up a shot.
Big board by Madison Ward.
Rebound, Maddie Ward. Lead pass, Lauren Pett. Lauren drives, and she's going to be what should have been a foul, but they're saying it was all ball and went out of bounds. Petz had it, was hacked on the way in, but didn't get the benefit. Chrisman comes out, and Meyer goes back in. Eagles to inbounds. Klepper inbounds the ball to Maestas, gets it out to Petz. Ball knocked away in the hands of Harrington. Now Klepper far side, puts it up, it's no good. Fight for the rebound, and that's going to go off of number 21, Doran. So the Eagles will have the benefit of the ball again. Checking back in for St. John, number 25, Brianna Clark. Checking out is number 22, Zarelli Reyes.
Yeah, Coach is doing a really good job getting his girls in during this situation.
Far side pass, Lauren Petz tries to go inside to Maestas. Ball knocked away, Maestas comes around, and that's going to be a foul called on number 21, Doran.
Yeah, Paige Doran.
That is her fifth.
Paige is coming out.
So
she's done a nice job, though, for
foul
her.
out at the 2:01 mark. Checking in for Doran.
In a very nice
is
game.
Number 22, Zarelli Reyes.
She didn't score a lot, but she did a lot of other things, Doug. She did really good defensively for St. John.
Maddie Ward at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. First
Maddie
one
got it.
Up and good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 15 now for Maddie. Puts up her second shot, and it's in for 16.
Unfortunately, Maddie's had a pretty nice game scoring-wise, but she's been kept off the board. She hadn't been able to get a lot of rebounds for us and help us out like she would normally in this situation. Of course, most of the time it's because we couldn't get the ball over half court.
That's going to be a quick foul here on number 13, Maestas. That'll be her third. She did everything she could to keep Reyes from driving, and she came away with it.
Well, Reyes is going to the line. See if she can get her. Maybe it might be her first points of the year.
Yes, she is scoreless so far. First shot up
around, not quite in there.
Rebound, Maddie Ward. Maddie Ward lead pass to Maestas. Maestas
traveled,
pulls up, gets it to Klepper. Klepper goes far side to Henderson. Henderson tries inside, gets it to Maddie Ward. She's going to be tied up underneath by number 12, Ramirez.
Clock is rolling. This game will be over directly.
Possession arrow goes, no, they're going to call a foul on Ramirez. That'll be her second. Maddie Ward will go line to shoot two. Under 25 seconds left to go. First shot up by Ward. It's
and she got it.
Good. So that's 18 now for Madison. Yeah, this clock is going to expire here as soon as this is Rebounded. Second one is up, and it's good. That's 19 now for Madison Ward. Inbound pass by St. John. Meyer has the ball
3
in the
seconds.
backcourt. She'll step across midcourt, goes to the right, and holds up.
That's
and
it,
the
Doug.
final score is going to be Sunwood Lady Eagles 24. So 52-24, the Lady Eagles fall to the Lady Tigers of St. John. And Michael, simply put, outplayed, out-hustled, and out-rebounded.
You know, Doug, I've been thinking a lot about this during this game because, I understand we're a young team. We're without question a young team. But every moment we have to use every game as an opportunity to get better and better and better. And we're going to be growing in that process. But there comes a time when you have to go back to the drawing board, and you got to start at the beginning and do a lot of basic. We're struggling with the fundamentals. There's no doubt about that. We've got to get back to those things. We've got to work on those things because if you don't ever solidify those things, you're not going to get better as each year goes past. And that's very important for us at this point in time. I know that I'm being straightforward with this, but I have to be because I think that's the importance of getting to those fundamentals and being able to do those things and be able to handle the ball without all the turnovers we have and all those kind of things. And that comes down to fundamentals as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Mike, it was a struggle of a game, but, again, some good things, some not so good.
Yep.
We'll talk to Coach Cherry about those at the halftime of the men's game. We hope that you have an opportunity to enjoy Game 1 on your birthday.
That's right. Well, I'm going to go visit with some of my buddies over here because I coach for these guys in football, Doug.